My grandkids call me Gigi, and these are my adventures.
Hi everyone, my last day at Yosemite. I'm actually in a national forest right outside the national park. Thought it might be fun to do a video from this nice little babbling brook that I found. Had a good time in Yosemite, just like the other national parks that I've visited. There's no denying the formidable cliffs rising from the Yosemite Valley floor are just spectacular. And the waterfalls are also beautiful. Although this late in the year, there isn't a ton of water gushing over them. But the kind of playful, magical view of Bridalveil Falls is great, whether there's lots of water and mist gushing over it or whether it's a smaller trickle like I saw. What I wasn't prepared for, even though I've heard and read about it, is all of the traffic and congestion that comes along with a visit to Yosemite Valley. And especially midweek and what I thought might be off-season, I was just very surprised with the congestion. They do have a nice free hop-on, hop-off shuttle that circulates around the valley floor to all of the major kind of sightseeing attractions. So that does help with parking and with some of the congestion, but it just wasn't quite something that I was really prepared mentally to deal with. I also had the luxury of spending some time outside of the valley and did some really nice hikes kind of up in the subalpine area. And so that was beautiful as well. And you'll see a little bit of those highlights, of course, in my scenic reel. So now on to my tip of the week. When I was in Yellowstone, the north and northeast entrances and areas around them were closed because of historic flooding this spring, and the West Thumb area was closed as well. Here at Yosemite, the trail to Bridalveil Falls and the well-traveled road to Glacier Point were also closed. And so my tip for this week is to make sure that you make use of the visitor centers and information centers in the national parks. I'd avoided them in the past, assuming that I could Google any question that I have and come up with a suitable answer. But particularly for those closed areas, if there's something that you had in mind that you wanted to see, or a particular experience that you felt you were missing, the rangers at those areas can give you alternate ways to get there if you're in for a big long hike, or alternate ways to experience kind of similar vistas or similar viewpoints. And so my tip for the week is to make sure that you make use of those visitor centers and take advantage of the wealth of information and knowledge that those rangers have. And now, on to my scenic reel.